All right, last video analysis of the day, and it is Sonny. So Sonny, we did a shot put video analysis for. I believe it was either yesterday or the day before. And Sonny sent in a discus analysis as well. But Sonny's got some stuff going on in the discus that's a little bit different from what we've seen before. So I want to go through these things real quick. And what you're going to notice, Sonny, when you watch this video, and for those people who have been checking out these videos throughout the past week or so, is that a lot of the same stuff that you're doing in glide shot, you're also doing in discus. Even though they're two different events, one's a glide, it's two different events. You're going to notice you've got a lot of the same issues and a lot of the same habits that are going on, especially in the power position. So I'm going to go through this with you real quick. You say that your PR is, well, in the email you said 27.6, but I'm assuming you meant 127.6 because this is definitely in a 27-foot throw. This is about a 127-foot throw. So we're going to start taking a look here and go through this. If I haven't gotten to your videos yet, for everybody else that's watching, if I haven't gotten to your videos yet, there's a few different reasons. Either number one, I've already done a video for you, and you sent me another video the next day and nothing was fixed. If that's the case, I emailed you back to let you know it takes about a week or two to make these big corrections. Don't send me a video the next day expecting it to look good. It's not going to look good. The other reason why, perhaps it was just in a format that I was not able to open, or you sent it through a format that requires me to pay for or download an app in order to watch it. And quite frankly, to be quite blunt, I'm not going to pay for an app so that I can do a free video analysis. That ain't the way this works. You can email me the raw footage. MP4s are good. .mov is good. Even a YouTube link, even though that's not the best way of doing it, because YouTube I can't go frame by frame like I'm doing here with Sonny. You can email me those as well, and I'll try to make it work. But some of the ways that you guys are sending in videos, you got to realize I'm 37 years old, and my cell phone has more memory and more power than the first laptop that I ever owned. I'm kind of old here, so I don't understand a lot of the technology. That's why I don't do Snapchat. I just don't get it because I'm an old man. So make sure if you guys are sending these things in to me, make it in a format I can open, and that way I'll be able to look at these videos. So without further ado, let's take a look here at Sonny. So Sonny coming out of the back of that circle. Let's take a look. So Sonny does a great job of pulling that discus back behind his right hip. So you can see here we've got really good separation. Right hip is pointing over here, and the discus is pointing over there. We've got about 90 degrees of separation. What starts to happen here is that he starts to unwind his upper body a little bit. And you can see by the time he picks that right foot off the ground to go, he's already lost a lot of separation. Now his hip and the discus are just about equal. So we've lost a lot of separation in the back. So we need to go a little bit earlier with our feet. You can see here you've got that ballerina crisscross position that somebody else had in their video yesterday or the day before. So you do a good job of getting around that left, and here comes that idea that I like of the pizza slice, where you're running right down the middle. Now at this point, you are spinning. So we've talked about the wall drill a couple times. I want you to drive down that circle, but here you're focusing on a spin, which for me the spin is the idea of showing the official your butt. I don't want the official to look at your butt, and I'm sure you don't want the official looking at your butt either. You want the official to read the logo that's on your shirt. So continue to drive down that circle in a straight ahead path, like a sprinter or a jumper running down the straightaway. Don't get off the ground and spin in the air. Okay? Drive down the middle, because you're going to see what starts to happen is you lose separation with that spin, but you also turn what should be a nice linear straight ahead motion into a spinning motion. And I know that they call this the spin, and they call the rotational shot the spin, and I hate that. Another huge pet peeve of mine is calling this a spin, because I don't want it to be a spin. I want it to be a drive, a linear drive down the middle, where all of your force is moving down the middle of that circle so that you can deliver the shot or the discus down the middle of the sector. Nice straight lines without any looping, swooping, circular type of motions, okay? So as we go through, this is the biggest problem that I can see. Yeah, you're losing separation. Yeah, you need to start a little bit earlier out of the back. But this is the biggest problem that I see, is that when this right foot touches down, you need to get really active in this mirror turn position. So let's take a look. The right foot touches down here, and now watch how many frames it takes before you turn that foot so it's pointing at the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're starting to turn. 5, 6, 7. So now where our right foot is in a better position, but look at your upper body. You've already opened up really, really far. So you're already starting to look down the throwing area. You've already started to open up that left side, and you've already shifted weight. So now the weight is in between your feet instead of being back. So what I'd like you to do is work more on your mirror turns. So 2 things. Number 1, let's actively start to move this foot and pivot on this right foot as soon as you possibly can. And number 2, let's clean up this left leg and this left foot a little bit. So Dane Miller talks about this a lot when he does his video analyses, is getting this left foot in a much more efficient path from the back of the circle to the front. So see how your left foot kind of goes up and out, and your left foot is tracing this big circle? See how long it takes that left foot, because your knees are so spread apart, your knees are so wide. How long it takes that left foot to get down on the ground. Let's work on that mirror turn. So let's work on the wall drill, which we've talked about in a few different videos. Just go under this channel, the Elite Throws Coaching channel. Look up the John Godina wall drill, W-A-L-L, wall drill, and work on driving straight down the middle, and then the mirror turn. So mirror turn, right foot touches down, and we want to pinch the knees together, and like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, click your heels. I want this left toe to almost hit your right heel. So instead of this big circular wagon wheel kind of thing that the old time coaches used to say, make a big wagon wheel, we're going to make it a straight line. That thing's going to go just like this left sector was a balance beam. This sucker's going to go right from here, boom, right there. Not this circular kind of motion. I want it to go from the back in a straight line, boom, right down the front. So here, pinch the knees together, get the toe to almost hit the heel, and then boom, straight line. And what that's going to do is it's going to get the left foot down earlier. So imagine if you got the left foot down here. Look what a great power position you would be in if that right foot turned a little bit more toward the camera. Look at what a great power position you would be in. But because it takes so long for that left foot to get down, the left foot's down right about there. Right about there. We're kind of missing a frame. In between there and there is when the left foot gets down. And look at where the weight is. The weight is now inside of the right foot. You're standing up totally straight, and your weight has started to shift. So if we can get that left foot down to the front of the circle earlier and make it a straighter, more efficient path without getting too high off the ground and without making this circular wagon wheel kind of movement, it's going to make the movement more efficient, and it's going to get the foot down to the ground faster so that you're going to land in a better power position. Everything else in your throw looks pretty good. I think that's probably the biggest thing to work on, is being more efficient. And the way that I always tell my athletes is like this. If you had a race car, and your race car went 200 miles an hour, you're on a 1-mile racetrack, okay? You slam on the gas, 200 miles an hour, boom. You finish that 1-mile race. Take that same car, put that same car on a racetrack that's now 3 miles long. It's going to take about 3 times as long. the car is still going 200 miles an hour. Same exact car, same exact driver, same exact everything, except for the length of the racetrack. So if you had that 200 mile an hour race car going 1 mile, and you had that 200 mile an hour race car going 3 miles, obviously the one that goes 1 mile is going to cross the finish line first. That's the way I want you to look at the efficiency of this left foot. The left foot, it's not that we're going to make it faster, okay? We're going to give it a shorter racetrack. So instead of having this long 3 mile racetrack, I want to see a straight line, boom, from the back of the circle to the front. Boom. Bring the knees together. Bring the right foot by the the left toe by the right heel. Drive down, straight line. Make it a more efficient movement. Don't make it faster by moving your body faster. Make it faster by making the movements shorter, more efficient, and more crisp so that you get to the front of the circle earlier. Cross the finish line first by making the racetrack smaller. Don't add more horsepower. Don't add more speed. Make the movement more efficient. All right? So hopefully that makes sense. Again, that's my last one for today, guys. God, why does that always happen? That's my last one for today. And if you guys have any questions, as always, you can email me. If you have your own videos that you want to submit, email me as well, matt@primalatc.com. Talk to you guys later.